welcome back to this week's video, guys. Guys, I am taking you back down memory lane this week, back to where I started out. The first place I lived when I moved to North Dakota was at this hotel right here. I lived in this hotel room for almost a year. I moved to here in February of 2018. Yes, I lived here from February. I lived here for 9 months, and then this hotel room right here. The top, I lived in the second story. That the third window from the left was my window. And, yep, this is where it all started, guys. This hotel right here. So I lived here for 9 months, and, then they jacked up the rent, so I couldn't afford the rent for the job I had, so I had to get a job in the oil field, and then I just kind of lived in my car, and also on the job site, I could stay, there's a bed there, I could stay there overnight, so I would stay there for the week, you know. I also lived at my brother's place for a little bit too, and they lived in Bainville, Montana, about 10 miles into the Montana border, and then by April of 19, I moved on to Halliday. So I was in this area for about 14 months, and then I moved down to where I'm at now. Up here, the land is not quite as rolling, and we don't have the buttes that we have down home where I'm at, you know. And we don't have all the little cow towns like we have, you know, here like we have down home. So. It's more wide open up here than it is down home. You have more hills and stuff, so, but it's still pretty, and it's crazy. I've been living in North Dakota for 8.5 years. That is crazy. But this is where it all started, guys. My address was in Alexander, so yeah, I haven't been up here in a long time. Things have really changed in the 8 years that I've been here. They've really changed. Highway 85 used to be a 2-lane highway. Now it's turned into a 4-lane highway. There's a lot of road construction going on right now. And, yeah, things really change up here. Guys, this is my first job when I moved to North Dakota. This is about half a mile to a mile down the road from the motel. This is my first job. I was a janitor here. I was making $16 an hour. I thought I was really making a wage compared to $13.60 an hour. This is where I was at. Yep, my first job when I moved out here. Here's the post office. Hasn't changed much. Right here we are. Oh man, does it bring back memories. Wow! Look at this. New sign. I haven't been here, guys, in a long time. This is amazing. You see? It says Alexander School, 1914. Wow. There are 3 stories. It's all full of antiques and a lot of cool stuff. Here, check this out. Look at this, guys. Wow. This is what they would call this thing here is an antique washing machine. You would crank this here, and you'd put your clothes right through here. Well, that's older than what I grew up with. We had an old Maytag ringer washer. This is a butter churn. This is like a wash station. Put your wastewater in here, and this is the wash bowl. You hang your towel here. An old stove. A table. I mean, it was just amazing. Wow, this is so cool. So cool. Nice deer mount. Just look at this place. An old fiddle. Oh man, guys, my mother sewed all of our clothes on the old Singer sewing machine. Yep, my mother pedaled that thing religiously. She sewed clothes for a family of 9 on there. Wow. Really cool. Hey guys. Well, I'm outside of the coffee shop here, just chilling. It's nice here. It's a little hot today, but it's real nice. Yep, it's a really cool place. Been here since the museum opened in 1969. It opened, and so it's been here 20 years before I was born. So let's go look around, huh? It's a beautiful museum. A lot of cool things to look at. This is the coffee shop. James Gang Java. Cappuccino. That's Charles Bronson in the window, by the way. She got a statue of him. So this is the coffee shop. Got chairs here. And I forget what this building is. There's a museum. Let's see what it says. It says Alexander Museum receives old Boy Scout building. Oh, this is a Boy Scout building. Wow, look at this. Look at all that. That's cool. First Boy Scout troop in McKenzie County. Organized January 1917. Quite the place. Let's go downstairs. There's the Winchester that won the West. There's a buffalo coat. That is how the boat, that's the style of boat they had when they came out here. Pretty cool. Kind of hat they wore. Knew they had all these skulls over here. Amazing. That is cool. Those deer horns are interlocked. How they were found. This is the fort that they built when they came to Mandan, North Dakota. They stayed for the winter and they built the fort. This is supposed to be like a jailhouse. This is all new. Wow. This is the last lynch mob in North Dakota, what this is about. 1931. They hung a man off of a bridge. East of here, maybe 40, 50 miles. They murdered the Haven family. Family of 6. Yep. This is crazy. They even made a movie about it called End of the Rope. You can find it on Amazon. Here's the murderer's father, what he's charged with. Yep. This is what a jail cell looked at like years ago. And look at that. Like a cage. go crazy in that thing. You got the crapper, bed, yeah. Can be a sheriff's table. Wow. This is supposed to be a moonshine still. Oh wow, look at this. Wow, look at that. Those 75 men came down there in January 31 and busted through that door. That is crazy. Let's go upstairs. This would be a cowbell. You hear the cows. Sheep shears. Oh wow. Skis. The old crosscut saw. I'm going down memory lane here. Here's an old butter churn. I'm not sure what this was. This is a butter churn as well. Turn it, and then you have these paddles in here go around, get the holes in it, go flow through. Yep. Now these are the type of school desks that I had when I was growing up. This was the type of stuff that I had. I grew up with these kind of desks. This is your cheese cutter, your scale. This is an ice skate right here. You see that? That is an ice skate. Wow. That is old. That's an old ice skate. Ma'am, how you doing today? What do you have to say for yourself? You guys speak up, ma'am. I can't hear ya. Boy, you sure do look pretty. You want to go on a date? No? No date with me? Okay. Well, have fun. Oh, this is an old piece here. This is what they use for grinding coffee, I believe. They put it up here in the top, and then it comes out the bottom. There's an old sausage stuffer. I'm not even sure what this is. This is a sausage stuffer too. Wow. A lot of old stuff. Old stuff. That's a waffle iron. Look at that. Put it over an open fire, have waffles. I remember when these were used. You used to pull this handle back right here and yep. Type in all your numbers and my mom had one of these. The old copper canner. You used to can all of our stuff in here. Put two stacks of jars on top of each other. They were pints. Fill it with water and boil it for 3 hours. The old hand crank ice cream machine. Yeah, I used to. We made a lot of ice cream growing up with something like this. How hand crank. My mom also had one of these. You put it on top of a kerosene stove, turn on a couple of burners, you can bake something. This is a popcorn popper. Put some kernels in there. Ma'am, you need to sit down. You need to take it easy. You hear me? You be nice to these people here, ma'am. There's an old antique radio. The big one. Here's an old cook stove.
Oh, wow. There's the old pot. Look at some of these hats that women used to wear. Yep, that's the kind of desk I used to grow up with. Here's an old hand crank record player. Wow, that's how the desks were years ago in school. Guys, I'm out here. Behind me is an old steam engine. But in front of me is a threshing machine. Guys, I grew up on a threshing machine. This part here folds out, and you throw your sheaves in there. This thing here right there is a blower. It shoots out straight out the back. You can turn it where it shoots out the back, and you gotta have all these belts and all these pulleys here. And just right down here, this part here is called the shaker. It just shakes back and forth. In fact, right here is the moving piece. You can see it right here, and that's where the oats get separated from the straw, and it comes in here, goes up, gets dumped in the hopper. It measures how many bushels of oats. This thing lifts up, it falls in the auger and comes out. A toolbox and everything. Yep. I think this is a McCormick though, I think. Ours wasn't wooden, ours was a little newer than this one is. Yeah, this is crazy. This here is for all your flat belts to roll it up on there, you know. My dad knew how to set this all up, which belts need to be twisted, which weren't, you know. And he had to grease. All this stuff needed to be greased. Every moving part had to be greased. All these had to be oiled and greased before we would ever use it. And here's a steam engine, which was before my time. My dad always told me about how the steam engines worked and stuff. Big engine here. And it's big. Wow. I'm pretty sure this is a McCormick. Guys, I'm just driving through some beautiful country. Just look at this beautiful country here. This is the back roads of North Dakota. Some painted buttes over there. Look at this ledge right here. Look at that ledge. That is so pretty. Wow. Man, that's pretty. Look at that. Folks, I am gonna look at a piece of history here. You can barely read the sign, but it's supposed to say Poker Jim's Cemetery. Let's go see it. I'm in the middle of nowhere. You wouldn't notice it even exists here, but let's go check it out. Poker Jim's Cemetery. Okay. There it is. Poker Jim. So, there's a story behind this. Pretty area, just very pretty. I mean, let's just look into this. I mean, just look at this. Oh my word. Hey guys. Well, it's story time with Levi. Okay, so I want to explain why my video, I didn't post a video last Friday. So, I've been having some serious toothache, guys. I'm not just talking one tooth, I'm talking the whole top side, right side, my whole bottom right side, and it even goes all the way up into my forehead, and it's so painful, it is literally unbearable. I take about 3 500 milligram Tylenol. I have a dentist appointment on the 25th. I hope I can last till then. So the story with that Poker Jim Cemetery. Okay, Poker Jim was a cowboy back in the early days in North Dakota, and he was riding home on his horse, and he got caught in a bad blizzard, and he got so cold that he finally couldn't hardly ride anymore. So he got out of the saddle and tried to get a fire going, but he couldn't. It was too windy and stuff, and he ended up freezing to death. And his friends found him sitting up against a rock, frozen stiff. So he didn't get his nickname Poker Jim until after he was dead. So they took him home. At first they tried to bury him, but the ground was just frozen solid. So they said, well, we'll have to wait till springtime when the ground thaws. So they put his body up in the rafters, and time went on and they kind of forgot about it. And then the owners sold the place and didn't tell the new owner about this body. They kind of forgot he was there, and they put him up. They put him up in the rafters above in the shop. And so one day the new owner decided that they're gonna have a poker game. They're gonna have it in the shop. So they went out there in the shop and they fired up the wood stove and got some heat going, and they started drinking and gambling, And time went on, they kept on drinking and gambling, and this body started unthawing, and he's laying across 2 rafters that are, I don't know how far spaced, and he started unthawing more and more, and finally he wasn't stiff enough to lay across these rafters, and so he capsized, and guess what was underneath him? The poker table. And so here's this big table of guys playing poker, and they're all drunk, and they had no clue his body was up above them. And all of a sudden, boom! Jim's body falls down right smack in front of them on the table and scared their wits out of them cowboys. They're all drunk, you know. And that's where Poker Jim got his nickname. It was pretty cool, that kind of story, you know. He got his nickname after he died. Oh, hey guys! You probably wonder where I got this table from. Well, that's a little story I have to share with you. But for now, I'll make me a chicken salad sandwich with some homemade mayo. So let's do it. I'm hungry. I need a snack. That's a good sandwich. So you probably wonder where I got this table from. Well, I went to take my garbage up to the dumpster by the school. There's a big garbage up by the old school in Halliday. And I noticed this table sitting there, and I started, you know, it's a sturdy table. And it's got nice square wooden legs. It's all solid, you know. And I said, man, I'm gonna take it home. I'm gonna peel some of this off with a chisel, and or I'm gonna paint it white. I'm gonna set it over there on the wall. I'm gonna have it like a prep table, you know. It's perfect height, you know. Let's just say I was stirring up a cake batter, you know. Perfect for that. I mean, just perfect, you know. Because the counter is too high and the table is too low, so this works perfect. This is just perfect height. And what a great find for free, you know. Good morning, guys. Well, in my last video, y'all saw me milling some wheat, and here's the result of it. Now, when you mill wheat, you have to either use it right away or you have to freeze it. After about 5-6 days, it just goes bad. So I just pulled it out of the freezer, and we're gonna make some pancakes. I had one of my viewers in the comments ask me, said he would like to see me make something with the wheat that I milled, and they ignore the cat underneath the table. What's going on? Huh? Sorry, bud. My hands are clean. He's just bored. He's sad and depressed because he can't go outside because it's pouring raining right now. He just likes to get wet, so he makes a lot of noise. But he'll settle down. He'll probably take a good long nap. If I ignore him, he does that. But anyway, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna make some pancakes. So hang tight. No? Okay, I got all my ingredients here. And by the way, guys, this is again my mother's handwriting and her recipe. So special. So we're gonna make half a batch. It makes enough for 2 people. If there's 1 person, it'll be plenty for me. Pretty simple recipe. It's gonna be 1 cup flour. Okay. goes back in the freezer. Okay, let's try out some of these pancakes. Soaked in butter. Got some real maple syrup here. They're good. I will say the texture is definitely different, you know, because flour is a lot smoother. You know, they mess with our flour so much that we don't know what real flour really is. It's bleached. It's got all this stuff in it, you know, to make it look nice and smooth and powdery. But this is a little more like